If you've watched Hazbin Hotel, you've probably noticed something off. It's not the demons, not the chaos, not even hell itself. I'm talking about the eyes. They're everywhere. They're in the goddamn walls. They're in the background, watching, blinking. They're always there, but never explained. So the question is, what are they? Because once you start paying attention, it gets really unsettling. Hazbin Hotel, it was created by Vivian Medrano. It's full of hidden details and layered world building, but the eyes scattered across hell might be one of the most overlooked mysteries in the entire show. And today we're going to break down a theory that suggests those eyes aren't decoration. They're watching everything for a reason. Throughout Hazbin Hotel, eyes appear in places that just don't make sense, embedded in walls, floating in the background, hidden in the shadows, even forming part of the environment itself. And they're not even just random designs because they move, they react, sometimes they even seem aware of the characters. When immediately telling us one thing, these eyes are alive, or at least connected to something that is. And if that's true, then hell isn't just a setting. It might be something more like a living system. Now let's get started with the first and creepiest theory about these eyes. Hell itself is alive. Not metaphorically, literally. The idea here is that hell isn't just a place where souls go. It's an entity. A conscious, observing force. The eyes? There it's just its way of seeing. So, just think about it. I mean, the environment in Hazbin Hotel often feels organic. The architecture blends with like flesh-like textures. It's just the eyes are embedded, not placed. And it's almost like the characters are walking inside something. If this theory is true, then every demon, including characters like Charlie Morningstar, is constantly being watched by the very world they live in. Not by gods, not by rulers, but by hell itself. Theory 2, bit more likely, still less likely, surveillance by higher powers. But, because what if the eyes aren't hell? What if they belong to something above it? In Hazbin Hotel, we know that angels do exist and they carry out exterminations. So here's another possibility. The eyes are a surveillance system. Not for demons, but for heaven. A way to monitor sin levels, population, rebellion. It would make sense. If heaven is sending down forces to control hell and to reduce the population, they need a way to keep track of everything happening below. And what better way than embedding eyes directly into the reality itself? This would turn hell into something like just a place where you never know when you're being watched, so you act like you always are. Now, this one's a bit darker for my theory 3. The eyes, and this is probably the most likely, the eyes aren't a part of hell itself, and it's not a part of hell or heaven. The eyes are lost souls. What if they're left to people? In Hazbin Hotel, souls just don't disappear, they transform. So imagine this. Some souls don't become demons, or the sinners that get killed in the exterminations, or any of the other demons like the imps when they die. They just become fragments, pieces of consciousness trapped in the environment, watching, unable to move, unable to speak, only able to see. It would explain why the eyes feel so expressive, why they seem emotional at times, and why they're everywhere. Because they're not decorations, they're remnants. And if that's true, then hell isn't just full of suffering. It's literally built on it. And then we've got theory 4, which is a bit it's likely but also not likely. It's more of a character-driven theory, where just the eyes are connected to powerful demons. Some fans believe the eyes can be linked to powerful entities, maybe someone like Alistair, maybe a fan favourite is Rue, who is originally Eve, the first sin. But if it is linked to that, we know that they're being omnipresent in a sense, manipulating reality around them, and having a constant awareness of what's going on. So what if a certain high tier demon can extend their perception across hell, not just in the Pride Ring? The eyes would act like projections, maybe an extension of power, or even a magical surveillance. This would mean when you see the eyes, you might not just be watched. You might be being watched by someone specific. So, what exactly are the eyes in Hazbin Hotel? Are they hell itself, watching its inhabitants? Heaven's way of controlling the underworld? The remains of lost souls trapped forever? Or extensions of powerful demons? Right now, there is no confirmed answer. But one thing is clear, they're not random. They're intentional, they're everywhere, and they mean something. And honestly, next time you watch Hazbin Hotel, try to ignore them. You can't. Because when you notice the eyes, it starts to feel like they're noticing you too. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.